For life, I don't have words to say. I don't have any words to say. The game
Hello?
was.
Hello?
Lufuno,
Hello?
are you hear me? Brother Lufuno,
Yes.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I don't have any words to say. I just want you as a sports analyzer to analyze the game for us. What went wrong today? What did you see for that game? Because you know what, I'm just like our coach Gavin and I don't have any words to say.
First of and foremost, thanks for welcoming me again. Though I predicted a 0-0 draw, it went the other way around. But what you can tell from Kaizer Chiefs' point of view,
Yes.
like we will always say the same thing every day, every now and then.
Yes.
The new players needed there. If you look at his first 11,
Yes.
you could see that there were players there on your first 11 at Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes.
Firstly, you can go to your defenders, Zulu, Ngezana, Kadoso, and Patlele. Then you can tell that Zulu haven't been playing that much, so as Ngezana.
Yeah.
Gadoso was playing, but the availability of Mato at the bench, even though he was not that much ready for that game, you can say that Kaizer Chiefs need new players. When you go to the midfield, Bakas was alone. Jabulo, Bloom, Ngovo, those are new players that were playing with him. During the derby, you can play those type of players in the derby. And then going forward, Billiard was alive. He was playing nice football the first 20, 30 minutes of the game. Whereas Castro is always the Castro that we always cry on. He had chances that he would have scored goals, but he failed. Manyama was not there. So you can tell that Kaizer Chiefs fans and Kaizer Chiefs supporters and the coach and the team must try to accept the fact that they are in a ban and try to use the tried and tested players. What was the reason for him to bench Parker and Katande on the midfield, whereas Bakas was alone? You can't play Bakas there with the two new players, what do you call this, junior players. You play them with Bakas. You expect them to compete with Munari and Ben Mutware. That's ideally or logically. It was not supposed to be there. It was supposed to be Bakas maybe with Katande. Katande knows the derbies. But you put Bloom and Bakas. Your first ever combination like that, playing against a Munare and Ben Mutware combination that has been playing for long as that. So you can see that, remember in football, the ball is being won in the midfield and lost in the midfield. That's where you defend and that's where you attack. You start by the midfield. So your two holding midfielders, Jabulo, Bloom and Bakas, you could see that against the experienced Ben Mutware and Munare, pound to pound, they were less there. When you bring in your Sifama, your Lisako, those type of players, they're also not experienced. That is why I say the coach of Kaizer Chiefs should have tried playing the tried and tested. Why am I saying tried and tested? Ngezana, Zulu, Mphahlele, their liabilities. But yes, you don't have other players, but you had Sussman on the bench. You had Mato on the bench. Mato, even though he's from injury, the fact that this is a derby, he can rise to the occasion. Why didn't he play Cardoso and Mato in the central and then play maybe Zulu on the left, then Sussman on the right, and then you take out Ngezana and Mphahlele? As for the striking force on the bench, who did we have? Sifama and Lisako. There is no striker apart from Nukovic, who is injured. So you can tell that Kaizer Chiefs will be the same issue now and again due to the fact that they are not signing players. They are not allowed to sign players. That on its own is killing the brand of Kaizer Chiefs. Because if you can look at, apart from the 2 goals that they scored against Maritzburg United, Kaizer Chiefs hasn't scored a goal again. The MTN 8, 3-0, the Sundowns 3-0. Look at the goals they conceded. So you can tell that this is going to be a thing that Kaizer Chiefs going to cry for some time because of not having players to sign.
So, but
are you with me?
I'm with you. Do you think in a second leg, Kaizer Chiefs will be able to come back, maybe to score 3 or 4 goals? Or when you look at the squad that we have, and you look at the squad that Pirates have, do you think it will be so simple for Kaizer Chiefs to come back and score 3 goals or 4 goals?
When you look at the two teams, Orlando Pirates has got quality than Sundowns, other than Kaizer Chiefs currently. And then they've got a big advantage. They didn't score only 1 goal. That is 3 goals. So for Kaizer Chiefs to score 3 goals, and remember, Kaizer Chiefs are now playing at home. Yes, they are playing at home, but at home for Kaizer Chiefs is more like at home for Orlando Pirates. That's the FNB. The way Pirates also play there. A derby is always there at FNB. So it's at home for both teams. Even though logically or ideally or lawfully it is a home for Kaizer Chiefs, but it's also a home for Orlando Pirates. So a 3 goals deficit when you are coming into a derby playing a quality side like Orlando Pirates, when you are 3 goals down, it is going to be tough because they can still score 1 goal extra there and then make life difficult for you. But one thing that Chiefs can try and do is go into the drawing board and try and use the tried and tested players, the players that they have for last season, the ones that commanded the league season last season for so long, then try to see if you can score 3 goals. If Pirates can score 3, then Chiefs can also score 3. Maybe another factor that Chiefs can try and capitalize is the fact that we just had the news now that Joseph Zimbabwe is like he has resigned at Orlando Pirates. Even though they are saying that it's an emergency. But when you look at the things, it's like he has resigned because it says Zimbabwe makes shock Pirates exit. That means that he is leaving. So meaning that if he is leaving, Fallu Davis, he will be on his own when going to the derby. Because you can't expect Pirates to sign another coach after he exited now. So that will tell you that Pirates going into the second derby without a coach, but with 3 goals, that will be a plus to them. The fact that they scored goals, it makes them one hand or one leg on the final. Now it's up to them to hold on to the lead that they have. And it's up to Kaizer Chiefs to try and maybe try and match the 3 goals that Orlando Pirates scored, which is not going to be easy because a derby is always a derby. So honestly speaking, with what we have seen today, even though Kaizer Chiefs can win the second leg, I don't see them winning by 3 goals to 0 with the quality that they have against the quality that Orlando Pirates have. It's a pity for the Kosi family, but that's how football it is. And then unfortunately it had to happen that way. But let's hope the second leg will bring something that you guys gonna say, no, it was a dramatic comeback from a 3-0 down to a 3-3 or 4-3 draw. But I don't see Kaizer Chiefs coming back. 3 goals is too much.
Yeah, let me read some comments from our supporters, our friends of the team. Just hold on like that. Don't drop the call. I just wanna read some. Yeah, and then the other comment is CV were Ntuli, and then he said no, CG. So he mean no, we can't come back to defend that 3-0 or to lead, or maybe we can't go to final. And then we got Fiso Makilisto. Our defense is blaming the defense of the team that they didn't do well to today's game. And then we got Savelo, walking blessing. Weakest link is Castro. I hope you understand what he means, but I didn't see that. We got Diram Caesar, Kamuyeni, he said we will bounce back only if we take out Rama, Ngezana and Zulu and bring power, Frosla and Sasman. Even Levo, Chomi, Yavana is struggling at the wing, suppose.
Maybe let me. Hello?
Yes.
maybe on that comment for that guy, he is exactly with me. This is where I say you need to take out Ngezana and Zulu. They have not been playing, and Rama is a liability or is an N4 type of player. So your Frosler and Sassman must be playing on your left and right back, whereas your Mato is with Gadofo. That would be quite better than what we've seen.
Okay, and then
Then as for bouncing back, yes, any team can bounce back. We have seen teams getting scored 4 goals and on to score 5 goals. We have seen that, we have witnessed that in some games, but then it's not easy. It's not as easy as one can think, but it will need players to play their socks off and make sure that they deliver for the team.
And then we got the comment from Beula, and then he or she said, Ant killed the game by taking Ngobo out and Umanyama and putting in Happy in just to stay on the line. Happy must be withdrawn from the first team. What do you think about that?
You can tell that it's also a frustration from the supporters, because with what Kaizer Chiefs have, with the players that they have, you don't have many to choose on. Sometimes the coach has to choose based on what he has seen in training. We normally say things from a distance. We don't see how they perform in training. So, but from the little players that he has, the best was the ones that he put today. It's only us who can come back and say, but he should have changed that one and that one. One can say, no, why did he drop Kune? No, this one was supposed to be. But it's always like that when the team is not doing well. But on the Kaizer Chiefs perspective, there is nothing the coach can do. Because he has got limited access to choose players from. So now it's upon the players to regroup and say, guys, we don't have any other extra players to the team. We are only 34 like this. No new player is being signed. It's upon us to play for the badge. It's upon us to prove all the critics and FIFA wrong that we can do it amongst ourselves. It's now on the players. As for the coach, nothing he has. Because the player that he has to choose from is your same Parker, your Nukovic, your same Bakas, your Akumu. There is no way he doesn't have that chance to choose from. Maybe, for example, on a Pirates perspective, so you're going to choose maybe from Zukamanja, from Pule, from Lloyd. That is quality, all those players. But as for Chiefs, there are no players to choose from. He has to choose from what he has. And you can't blame the coach. It's upon the players to understand the situation of the club, situation of the team, the situation where the team is, and then play for the badge and try to perform as you are. Because if Kaizer Chiefs perform like this, we will see a Kaizer Chiefs team that won't be competing that much enough the way we know Kaizer Chiefs is. So it's taking the brand down, which is not a normal to any South African to say Kaizer Chiefs is number 14, is number 15, or something like that. So it's a high time the players need to take the responsibility, because there is nothing that the directors of the team, the coach, the board, whoever can do. It's upon to FIFA to say no. We are giving you a clear chance to sign players. If the case is still like that, there is nothing anybody can do apart from the players to say, guys, this is our situation. We must try and do 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Yeah, and then I see the comment by Slim Arneva, we won't come back. And then I see Longwa, Pa, Emma Peleni. I don't think so. Kaizer Chiefs is too much weak this season. And then see Pocha, okay, nothing went wrong. Auna say anything. Auna wrong mo giving hela. Never gala the way by galang.
That's the way we say there is nothing at all that anybody can do apart from the players. They have to accept that we are no longer signing a player till this period has passed. So for now, amongst ourselves, each and everybody must try and work hard. Apart from the belief that can be instilled in the players, there is nothing that can happen. The only thing that Gavin Hunt can try and do is to motivate the players and say, look, you have lost the game. If Pirates can score 3 goals in Orlando, Kaizer Chiefs can score 4 goals in FNB, and try to instill the belief within the players. Because if there is no belief, they will end up saying, but we have lost. Then they went on to play the second leg with their chips down, and that can jeopardize their momentum.
So
exactly. Yeah.
I got a comment from Tandisizwe Vovungana, and then he said, I don't know what to say, but team is all wrong in them of concentration, and today it was no combination plus they delaying with the ball, flat-footed, no going forward. As a visiting team, coach must go back to the drawing board. That match, it wasn't. He said that match, it wasn't.
He mentioned something about the combination.
Yeah.
The combination at some point, it plays a huge role in the continuity of every department in the game. Firstly, let me say maybe, for example, Orlando Pirates. They have been playing Jele, Satayo, and this Nyauza, and Maela and Joseph for almost all their games. So those players understand each other well. They have been playing Ben Muswari in the defunct Bidvest and Munare. They know each other. So when you put him there, you put Hoto, you put Loch and Pule, players like that, they've been playing for a while together. There is combination. But the question will be, has Bakas and Ngovo gelled in a good combination? And Manyama? The question will be no. If you put Bakas and Manyama, put Bakas, Manyama, Paka and Kasande. That will be good for you. That's a derby. You need experience. You put Kasande to destabilize everything, to put in front of the back four. You put Bakas in front of him. You put Manyama on the right, Paka on the left. Then you've got your Billiard and Castro. You go back to your 4-4-2. You play your back four, which is Mato and Gadoso on the central, the Strassman and Frosler on the wing back. Then your keeper. You are done. That is the best team that they have. That's the best team that have commanded the league for 28 to 29 games last season. But yes, you need exciting new players, especially these ones from the junior ranks. But the question is that, do they have the experience to play in a derby? Do they have what it takes to compete in a derby? Do they handle the pressure that comes up with playing against Orlando Pirates? The answer will be no on all those questions. So, meaning that those type of players, those type of Lifama, Lisako, Ngobo, Mashiane, you play them against Chipa United. You play them against the Golden Arrows, so that you try to boost them, to show them how things are done technically and tactically. But if you throw them in deep end against a team like Sundown, a team like Orlando Pirates, a team like Supersport United, you are putting your players under pressure. They are still young, no experience. They will end up making more and more and more mistakes, and you will be punished.
Yeah. Okay. To our viewers outside there, if you are watching us, you are listening to our sports analyzer, please share this video, like this video, bring on your comment. We will read, and we will have to ask our sports analyzer to comment on top of your comment, so that maybe you will be saying something that is similar with his comments. And then we will see a comment from the Norton Nkambule. He said, or she said, we don't have quality players. We still have a long way to match these teams. What do you think about this comment?
This is exactly my point at first. Kaizer Chiefs doesn't have quality to match with other teams. Because the players that they have, they are seasoned campaigners. I said this before at some of our conversation before, that when you bring new players into a team, that means that you've got competition. Example, at Orlando Pirates, there was Wayne Sandilands who owns the number 1 jersey. When you bring in Ofori, it makes Sandilands start to compete because they know that if I fumble, one will get into that space. This is the same thing that is at Kaizer Chiefs. When you bring today, if you can, let me give you an example. Today, if Kaizer Chiefs can sign Patuche Zonange, that means that Akumu, Bakas, Kasande on that central road, they will start pushing for their positions because they know that they are competing with somebody who is quality. When you bring a striker, let's say for example, when you bring your Mango or your Erasmus in Kaizer Chiefs, it makes Billiard and Castro to start performing because there is no competition. But because of the FIFA restrictions that Kaizer Chiefs mustn't sign, that's where you see the team fumbling. So on all these things that is happening at Kaizer Chiefs, there is only one problem, and that problem can be sorted out once this has been completed. The only problem at Kaizer Chiefs is for new players to arrive, the signing of players to Kaizer Chiefs, because it's also playing a role in players because they know that we can't sign any players. We are the ones. That is why I say it's up to them to start working so hard for the badge, for the brand. Kaizer Chiefs has got a large number of followers. So when you lose by 3-0, more especially against Pirates, you're putting pressure on almost everybody at Chiefs. If you lose 3-0 to Golden Arrows or 4-0 to Golden Arrows, and you lose 1-0 to Orlando Pirates, the one that makes noise too much is the one against Orlando Pirates, because everybody associated with the team, from the supporters, everybody who has got that link with Kaizer Chiefs, start getting the pressure because you lost against your biggest enemy. You lost against your arch rival. So this is something that the players must start also acting their part, taking responsibility. For example, there was a clear ball that Mangezana should have scored the goal. There was a free header that was set up by Manyama. He was supposed to have scored that goal, but instead he headed the ball without looking down. That is taking responsibility as a player, knowing when to do so. If you are defending, you head your ball highly over the bar. But if you are scoring the goal, you head your ball looking down so that it goes to the net, because the goalpost has got a certain height. But there is this other goal of this other missed opportunity for Castro. You can't blame a coach for such. He was set up by Billiard and then he missed a clear chance. So you can tell that the players as well, they are not having that thing to die for the team. It's only each and every game you see Billiard and Cardoso fighting for the team, and they cannot do it alone. They need the entire team to do so. Another missing link on Kaizer Chiefs, there are two players that are missing there. Mato is missing at the back. He makes things good for the team. Aerially, he clears the ball and he's a good man marker. And he has got that thing of dying for the team. Number two, you are missing Nukovic.
Yes.
Nukovic is one player that makes the team tick. And it's unfortunate also that he was not given the award for the player of the season. But he's a good player. Your aerial, all the free kicks, corner kick, you put it on his head. He's your George Komatrakis type of player. He scores goals. So you can tell that he is one of the missing links at Kaizer Chiefs as well. If he is there, he can make Satwayo and Nyauza to make errors that can result to penalties. which Cardoso can score. So you can tell that he's one of the missing links in the team that can change from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, no. So, but by the look of things, what must be done? When he must change every player by the second leg, or which players or which position do you think he must work on?
If I was the coach, and this was going to be my best 11, I think the supporters, viewers, and yourself would answer on this one. If I was the coach, I don't mind bringing Aspe back. I will bring him back. He's one of the top keepers. It's just that today he was let down by his defense. I'll bring him in the post, or even Kune to command his back four, to motivate the players. Then my back four, I will play Frosler and Sassman as my wing backs, 2 and 3. Then I will bring Cardoso and play him together with Eric Matho and take out Ramatempatele, he's slow. Zulu and Gezana is something else. I will play Cardoso and Matho, Frosler and Sassman. That's my back four. Then going to the midfield, I'll take on Kasande to say, Kasande, please make sure that you protect the back four. Then I make Manyama and Bakas around Kasande. That means that it's a 4-3-3 situation, whereby you put Kasande in the middle of them, Manyama on your right, which is your number 8, then Bakas on your number 10, sort of. Then the 3 up front, I'll put Billiard on my winger, as a winger, as a right winger, and put who is this, Bernard Parker on the left. Then if Nukovic is around, is fit, I put Nukovic in the middle. Then Castro, I take him out. But if Nukovic is not there, there is no way you play Castro, because that is the best that you have. Then when you make some substitutions, that's where you bring your Sifama, your Novo, your Happy Mashiane, your Lisako, these new ones, the junior ones, to try and freshen the legs of the tired ones. Apart from that, you don't have any other best players that you can bring apart from the ones that I just said. Because your Nchanga says, you can see, you don't have a player on that one. So you can tell that this thing of signing players at Kaizer Chiefs is a downfall, is the biggest problem ever. Even though Nukovic was there and Mato, you don't have any other options to go for. That's where the problem is.
Yeah. And then we have KKN. They said Ngobo was not supposed to go out, but Bakas instead. What do you think of this comment?
Remember, sometimes when you are losing, when you start a game, you start by plan A. It's more when you are starting a game, it's not like you are doing something new. You start by plan A, but if it fails, you go for second plan, third plan and stuff. So the team was losing. So sometimes when you make substitutions, you need somebody who is still fresh, that can bring maybe some dimensions to the team. That's when you try and substitute and get new players. So there is no way these young ones, under the pressure when the team is losing, you can't replace them. You replace them, you put another new one who is still fresh, who is not tired, who is not having more pressure. Then you may be thinking of maybe he can make changes. But unfortunately, your plans when you're losing, you get exposed, because when you're losing, that's when you become more pressurized and make more blunders worse. That's where the issue is. But another thing, another major problem at Kaizer Chiefs, the striking force.
Yeah.
Apart from the missed scoring opportunity that Castro had, we didn't see any other, because of there is no venom. There is no that thing when the team goes. As a supporter, as a fan, you need to be cheering even from your TVs or from your stands. When somebody has got the ball, you feel yourself that something magically can happen. But when Kaizer Chiefs players are having the ball, it's just an ordinary play. You can feel that there is nothing that you feel within yourself. That's why I say the players need to take responsibility. If Orlando Pirates is having the ball, if Pule has the ball, if Lodge has the ball, if Tukamanja Lipasa have the ball, you can feel that something can happen because of the movement of the players on and off the ball. The ones that has got the ball and the ones doing the dummy runs behind the defenders, you can tell that something can happen. But when Chiefs has the ball, you can see that there is nothing they can do. Even their mental strength is of a low standard in a way that they are being pressurized. There is nothing they can do. They are trying their best, but there is nothing more than they can do. That's where the issue is.
By the look
hence you need your players like Kazande and Kune who always cheer when the chips are down. There are some players that are always needed in the team to cheer up the other players. But at Chiefs today, you didn't see any other player trying to say, guys, let's try to push. Guys, please. There is nothing like that in the team.
Yeah.
Everybody is doing for himself. But if you have got Kasande, he can cheer the team. Kune, he motivates the team. You need those type of players sometimes. Their experience is much, much needed and vital.
We have a comment from Deco. And then he said, we can bounce back, guys. We need Kasande back in that engine. He can still help us, and we need Mato back. Lebu can't play wide out. Let's use him as a number 10. Billiard can play wing. We're still behind the guys. What do you think about him?
He is saying what I've said. He is saying the truth. You need Mato and Kasande. I just said it. He is 100% spot on. You need those type of players in such games. But now, the biggest problem that Kaizer Chiefs has is the goal deficit. You see, if it was a 1-0 or a 1-1, anything can happen. But a 3-0 against Orlando Pirates is not going to be easy. Remember, it's not just another ordinary game that you are looking for on the second leg. It's a derby. The pride is at stake. The drought of the hunger that is there within the team not having the trophy. So going to a 3-0 down against Black Leopard is quite having hope that maybe you can bounce back. But against Orlando Pirates, it's a difficult one. It's going to be a tough one. We will see. But it's going to be a tough. I don't see Kaizer. If they can bounce back, yes, they can bounce back and win maybe 1-0, 2-0, or even draw 1-1. But they can bounce back and say, score 4 goals against Orlando Pirates without Pirates replying. Remember, for Kaizer Chiefs to win, they have to score 4 goals, which, according to me, is a mountain. It's Mount Kilimanjaro to climb using your back.
And then we have Sanele Skebe Mukalipi. And he said, I think we should recall the tired and tested players. So
Thank you.
He put his lineup for the next leg. He said, Kune, Mato, Sasman, Kaduso, Frosla, Katsande, Bakas, Zuman, Changase, Billiard, and Castro. I think we have lost our sports analyzer. Let me follow him back. Guys, please share this video. Share this video. If you are watching, share and like and put on your comments. We will read them. Bring your comments. We will read them. So share the video, share the video. I'm still trying to get back to our sports analyzer. It's Yeah, we have lost you. I think it's my phone, not yours. And I don't think you will survive because I think we are not in the same network. Yeah, so will you continue or we will leave it for another day?
Okay, not a problem.
Okay, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I can see the comment from Long Lilimo. Long Lilimo are Mpakele, Castro Manyama and Pilani Zulu. They killed us as well as Chiefs management because now we can't sign any player because of their killers. Vuiswa Nonwaula. It's not lack of players, guys. Chiefs has always said no players. That's the comment that I'm reading from our page. As I said, share the video, write your comments. I will be reading your comments as you share our video. Now we have Mapuchi Liso Lesele. The coach is a problem, my brother. Where is Kambule, Akumu, Katan? Because we were playing a team with seasoned players plus they were playing two defensive midfielder. That is opinion, it's not my opinion. And then we have a comment from and then we have a comment from Kasam. Castro is costing us. He can't play with feet. That's a problem for us. Akpe can't command his defense as last man. He can't distribute. That's a problem for us. We got Sewupi Ronald Khati. Akpe ili defend Yahweh, including Kaduso. Those young players like Novo, they can play. Yeah, my experience count. That's the opinion of the viewers, not from us. And then we got MK's Mabunga. He said never, we will never bounce back in the next leg. And then when we And then we got Tangsen Moyeyane. I'm a Kosi fan, but I don't see us coming back. Remember, we can't sign players and we have to work with what we have at the moment. Some of players cannot be beyond their potential anymore. So we are still going to struggle, even to small teams, but let's give Hunt time to work and let's give Hunt time to work and fix every dilemma. And then re tswela pele re kry-a comment from Jones Charles. No guys, 3 goals is too much, because if we want to win, we will need to score 4 goals and Pirates should not score even 1 goal. So according to me, as Amakosi fan, what did he say? Bacchus was flat, Blom did the job. He needed to control midfield, but he kept playing back passes. He did not own the midfield. He is capable for that. He killed both Manyama and Brilliant. So, Amakosi, don't forget to share. Don't forget to share this video and leave your comment as we are reading them. Don't forget to share the video. Amakosi for life. Don't worry, we will get back, even though if it is not on MTN 8. So let's just hope that players will work together with coach for this season so that we can come out. Maybe we can take a league, but my prayers is to come, is to be on top 8 again, so that maybe next season, because Gavin Hunt will be used to the players, they will be knowing each other for a long time, maybe we can get something. So to be honest, we are all so disappointed. And yeah, I can see some comments here, guys. We don't have to do that. We don't have to keep on swearing on our coach, management, and team players. So that let's just believe, let's just accept the defeat, that Pirates was too good for us. And then, you know, let's just keep on supporting our team. Even though we are at home, we are not going to stadium. I know our frustration can cause this, what I'm seeing here on your comment. So let's not swearing, guys. Let's talk football. Let's give each other advices, because you know we all not happy with the situation. But if we keep on giving ourselves a strength and everything, things will be okay. Let's just advise ourselves. Let's just strengthen ourselves, so that we will have that power to support, to rally behind our team every day when the team is playing. So, Amakosi, this was for today's game. You did see the game, you did watch the game, and Sishulekile, Bari Padile, Bari Jile. 3-0 is too much. But I'm hoping, because they score 3 goals at home. You can also score 4 goals or 3 goals at home. So all I can say is, let's keep on supporting our players and coach. Let's keep on giving them that strength, so that when they come back next leg, maybe they can do something. Miracle can happen. So everything can happen. You see? So let's keep on supporting our team. We know that we are far from each other, but let's keep. That's why as a Atteridgeville branch we do such video so that we can come all as supporters and talk about football, not sharing on other people, not commenting in other way. No, we know that it's not all Amakos supporters who are commenting here. Some of you, we know you are the supporters of other teams, that you are coming here maybe to cause confusion between us as the supporters of Kaizer teams. But you know what? To all Amakosi faithful supporters, I'm saying, let's stop swearing, let's stop criticizing our players. Let's just talk football. Just talk what you have said. If you see that Katsande or Billiard was not performing, just write that part. Billiard was not performing. I think coach was supposed to do this. We don't know. Maybe where the coach is can look to, can watch this video and took some of your points, guys. So let's not share him. I'm just appealing to that. Let's not write the comment that even me, I can't read it in public. I do like to read all your comments, but some of comments I won't be able to read them because you keep on sharing to other people, you keep on sharing to our players, our management, and coach. So guys, let's keep on supporting our team. Let's keep on rallying behind our team, even though we are at home. This is what we can do to keep us connected like we are at stadium. You know, even me, I'm very disappointed with the result, but I can't say I have to show that I'm not happy to everybody by swearing, by talking something that doesn't have sense, guys. So guys, we know Amakos for life. Our slogan is love and peace. So let's keep on that slogan of us. Let's just keep. You don't know who's watching this video. So one day, if your comment, someone can value your comment. You might be on TV one day and then they call you to come and analyze the sports. But if you keep on sharing, what are you gaining, guys? As Amakos for life. So guys, let's keep on supporting our team. Let's keep on loving our team. Don't forget to share the video, guys. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to start watch play on the groups on your Facebook account. Let's share the video. If you are a coach for life, share this video.
Welcome to Kaizer Chiefs, Kaizer Chiefs. As Cocky Man supporting Kaizer Chiefs bafowethu. Was adinonke shaka sadisponya kadisponya nguluwe. Namhlanje yona libonene magwala dini. Chuba diamond. Mabeza mina ngufana satana, ngufana kaXulu, ngufana kaXabane. Kodwa halo zalo original kabasha yako nomebezana. Mfendi Kaizer Chiefs njalo. Ashila diamond asabe mjemba. Namhlanje shaba fana namhlanje. Yona libonene mabhakati asabe mjemba. Asabe mjemba siyoshaba namhlanje. Yini kosi mola. Amakhosi ngayini kodwa nkosi yami. Bakithi. Masambelolo. Asa Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you, Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you, Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you, Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you, Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you, Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you. Kosi Rairata, Rairata, Kosi Rairata. Kaizer, we love you. Kosi Rairata, Rairata, Kosi Rairata. Kaizer, we love you. Kosi Raishvela, Raishvela, Raishvela. Kosi Raishvela, Raishvela, Raishvela. Kosi Raishvela, Raishvela, Raishvela. Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you, Kaizer, we love you, we love you, we love you. Kaizer, we love you so much. Kosi Rairata, Rairata, Rairata. Kosi Rairata, Rairata, Rairata. Kosi Rairata, Rairata, Rairata. Kaizer, we love you so much. Kosi Rairata, Rairata, Rairata. Kaizer, we love you so much. Kosi Raishvela, Raishvela, Kosi Raishvela. Kaizer, we love you so much. Kosi Raishvela, Raishvela, Kosi Raishvela. Kaizer, we love you so much. Kosi Raishvela, Raishvela, Raishvela. Kaizer, we love you so much. Kosi Raishvela, Raishvela, Raishvela. Kaizer, we love you so much. Litna Kairata, Kairata, Litna Kairata. Kaizer, we love you so much. Kairata, Litna Kairata. Kaizer, we love you so much. Litna Kairata, Kairata, Litna Kairata. Kairata, Kairata. beshela noma benyuka sizohambana noma beshela noma benyuka sizohambana sizohambana
Yeah. I can see the comment from Dumisani Mullo. And a government must not be hard on himself. What he needs to do is to get players he wants to use next season. When he buys his choice of players, that's all we can blame in him. Here, the person who needs to be blamed is blah 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 blah. That guy killed the Kaizer Chiefs. As I have said, guys, let's talk football and let's try not to mention the names of people on our comments. Tata, Maina Abatwal management. Yes, let's try to avoid that. Let's try to avoid that. And then I can see the comment from Admire M. Dure. You can't build a house during the rain. That's the first thing that we must lay. Okay? And then as I go on, Vincent Magwaba Mpuzungwa Moyo. I think our defense, they don't respect the bench of our team. They are always making silly mistakes because of back passes. How can you do more than 20 back passes while you are losing? Our strikers are struggling to make goals because of what Moyo? Because of what Moyo? Tina makosi aitanda sifunu kuyezika sifunu kuyezika yo sifunu kuyezika. So Makosi, I think it's time to go now. It's time to go now. Who is this? Mutualo, Womona, Muslikari. Yo, what's wrong, guys? Ushodapi. We always there for Amako, the right to the right. Nikona Banditaki. I don't think so. That means we won't bounce back for the second leg. Okay, this was for today. Roni, Monare, if Pirates manage to score 3 goals today, I really don't see why we can't do that same next week. Ari hashtag equals Alepelu Moya. Yeah, ne? This is what we say. Amaposi, Batandi Kaizer Chiefs. So guys, it's time to say goodbye until we meet next time. So keep on supporting our team, keep on running behind our team, our players, coach, management. Mistake is a mistake. Mistake can happen every time, everywhere. So let's keep on supporting our team. Let's keep on supporting our branches, not Atteridgeville branch only. So, but you know what to do. If you are around Atteridgeville, or if you are around somewhere, if you like to join our branch, you will just leave your comments, or you go to our profile, you will see the option. There is Instagram, Twitter, it's where you can leave your messages And then there is email. You can email us your details. We will get back to you. So come and join our branch so that when the president opened the stadium, we go in full force to support our team. So we must not get tired. It's still, we still have a long way to go. Let us accept this defeat. Let us allow our coach to live and get used to the players so that maybe they can come with something good for us as a supporter. So it's time to say goodbye. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to follow our page. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at official KCFC official on Twitter. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at KCFC Athletic Branch. That's where we are. You can leave your comments anywhere. You can follow us on YouTube at Kaizer Athletic Branch. You will find us there. And yeah, let's keep on supporting our team. Let's keep on rallying behind our team. Love and peace. Amakos for life. As a way, Amakos. Basically, but as a way. So let's forget about the people and concentrate on our team. Concentrate on what we have. So let's keep on supporting our players. I know we use social media in a different way, but let's not criticize our players. Our players are on social media as well. So just imagine we found you criticizing him. One day you will meet him at the mall. He will never greet you because he knows you on social media that you are the person who speaking wrongly or speaking something that doesn't have sense about you. So guys, let's keep on supporting our team. And then don't forget, if you want these songs that I'm playing, it's for Mudeva. You can search Mudeva Walikosi on Facebook. You will find him, inbox him so that you want those songs, or you can follow the link that I shared for my Instagram. Leave your number. I will share your number with Mudeva, or I will give you the number of Mudeva so that you can organize or arrange how you can get his CD. So yeah, let's support our local music. Let's support our Amakosi musicians. So yeah, guys, I don't have much to say. Let's accept the event. Until we meet next time. Goodbye, Amakosi. Amakosi for life.